What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a chat about the upcoming Digimon TCG release date. Now, if you're listening to this, that means my son has just been born. This is a video I'm doing a little bit in advance, but if anything changes between recording it and my son being born, I will, of course, make sure to update this. So, what's coming out? Well, the weird thing is with Digimon, because we copy Japan, because we follow their releases, we know what's coming, but we don't always have dates. So if we start off with sets, we know that the next set coming is going to be BT8. And we know that because we have just seen the release of BT7 Next Adventure. Hope you're all enjoying your pulls and your testing with that. It's a set I'm enjoying, quite frankly. I'm kind of a fan of Next Adventure. But that means that the next one we're going to be getting is BT8, which is going to be new hero, and we know every single card which is going to be coming in that set. We have a huge amount of information about that set because that set is already out over in Japan. And we are now in a nice little rhythm whereby we have Japanese sets. And our packs are a bit bigger and our pull rates are slightly different. But in terms of the rarities and the cards, etc., we just copy Japan. Now, for me, the really exciting thing about BT8 is the debut of Gomamon. There are about 1 billion different Gomamon promos, but Gomamon comes into a set for the first time here, and does get one of those alternate arts, so whereas I didn't have a particular chase alternate art in BT7, I do in BT8, ladies and gentlemen. I do in BT8. Plus, Pulsemon is back, but this time he's green, which is kind of lovely, although again, it's a common, so no stamped pre-release promo for me, which honestly makes me a little bit sad. But BT8 is the set which is bringing in a whole bunch of interesting stuff. Dual Color Digimon are coming around in BT8, proper Dual Color Digimon, and a whole bunch of them. Armor Release or Armor Purge Digimon, the ones that can trash the top card of the stack and then just stay alive, they're coming around in BT8. That's kind of a big deal, honestly. You got a couple of secret rares coming in. I mean, like you do in every set, honestly. You've got yourself Creepymon and Imperial Dramon Paladin mode that are both coming in. Frankly, it is a very interesting set, one we should be kind of excited about. And there is a real Digimon Adventure 02 anime theme coming in as well. One thing that is very interesting, and I did mention this in a video the other day, over on GTS Distribution, they are listing 2 box toppers, in addition to 6 parallel Tamer cards. They are the box toppers which came around in Japan. 2 previously released pre-release event cards will be included as an English version exclusive box topper. This gives a chance to players to obtain these cards after stores have finished distributing them at their events. And you've got to think that's Aero Veedramon Zero and All Force Veedramon Zero that came around in the BT7 pre-release. Now, I don't know this for a fact, but that's the only one where we had a pair of pre-release promos. So that makes sense to me. That seems sensible. I don't know for certain. I can neither promise nor guarantee that that's happening. I don't believe it's been announced. But if we're getting, 2 previously released pre-release cards, generally they're alternate art. These ones are new. Yeah, sure, Pulsemon was a new card, but Pulsemon was like a one-off. So why we would be getting 2 if one of them was Pulsemon? I don't see what the other one would be. That doesn't make a huge amount of sense. So it stands to reason that this is going to be those 2. I will, of course, let you know if and when this is actually confirmed. Well, when it's confirmed one way or the other. So hang tight on that one. Weirdly, we have no release date for that. It's listed as Q2 over on some distributor websites. I'm thinking it's going to be May because we seem to be falling into a February, May, August, November release schedule for these sets. With Next Adventure coming out in February, I am expecting New Hero in May. That is unconfirmed. Also unconfirmed, this is a prediction on my part, Starter Decks 9 and 10. We're missing these 2 starter decks. And I don't know when they're coming. we've not had any kind of announcement, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you facts that aren't actually facts. That's not the way I roll. Now, if we go and look at some distributor listings, they are again listed as Q2. But remember that theme decks usually end up getting released on or around a new set. So it would make sense that we would get Starter Decks 9 and 10 being released at the same time as New Hero. I do not know that for a fact. I cannot tell you that with absolute certainty. What I can tell you is that it makes perfect sense, and I feel moderately confident about that prediction, but I cannot actually tell you one way or the other. Now, these are the starter decks which are built around Imperial Dramon and Mastermon that are very cool. And it is interesting to note that over in Japan, when you bought the pair of decks on Amazon, you got the 2 exclusive alternate art promos. As it stands at the moment, I have heard nothing about these alternate art promos or when and how they're being released. I don't know is the honest answer, ladies and gentlemen. If we get any other news, well, I mean, we will at some point. When we get other news, I will, of course, go and share it with you. That's kind of what I do. But as it stands at the moment, these cards are just missing. But they are starter decks, so you get a whole bunch of exclusive cards, including the Imperial Dramon and the Mastermon. So yeah, these seem like things we might be getting a bit excited about. And obviously here, usual rules apply. If you're buying these, you really do need to get a pair of them because there are a bunch of cards that come as 2 ofs rather than 4 ofs. We can all be very upset about that, and that's absolutely fine. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't buy 2 of them, you're not getting a playset of all the cards, so I'll leave that one up to you. But they are coming, and they've got a bunch of exclusive cards in. Now, EX02, weirdly, we do have a date. That is June the 24th. Don't know why we've got a date for EX02 and not BT8. I couldn't tell you. Now, this is a date on the distributor website. It is not an officially announced date by Bandai, so this is absolutely subject to change. But as it stands, we are getting EX2 X Record on June the 24th. Now, this is not in our regular cadence. This is not a BT set, it's an EX set, which means it is a special extra set. But it doesn't use the old retro style artwork we saw in EX1. It is just an extra set. Now here we are back to having 2 secret rares like we would usually have. We've got Bilzimon Blast Mode and Gallantmon Crimson Mode. And this is the set which is making Bilzimon awesome, because we've also got a regular Bilzimon, and that is all building up into something very cool. It is also the set which is introducing those Reapers, and those Reapers just look absolutely nuts. You've got Searcher, where you can have 50 copies in your deck, which is a bit silly. We've got Mother D Reaper, that is a 15,000 power Digitarmor that can exist in the play area. There's a lot of very weird stuff going on in this set. It feels like a cool extra set, and that is exactly what I wanted personally. I know Bandai aren't just designing these sets for me, but honestly, this is a cool set and one that I'm a little bit excited about. There's obviously a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the set. I cannot give you a full comprehensive rundown in this set. We don't have time. However, I've done videos about all the cards in the set, so do go and check them out. Following on from EX2, we've got BT9, and again, we have a date of the 29th of July. Although, one more time, not a confirmed date, distributor listing, subject to change. However, I will say that these distributor listing dates in the past have proven to be pretty good and have held on quite nicely. Now, this is a set which came out in Japan pretty gosh darned recently, and it is just another set full of very cool stuff. We got 2 more secret rares in terms of Alphamon, Aoyaken, and Dexmon. And this is very much the X-Antibody set. We've even got that option card, X-Antibody, which is an option card which gives you an inheritable skill and interacts with a whole bunch of different cards in very fun ways. We see the debut of Jellymon here, which I know a bunch of people are pretty gosh darned excited about. We've got a bit more in terms of dual color cards. We do actually have a couple of Armor Purge, Armor Release cards coming in here. Not many, but there are a couple. which is rather lovely, and just lots and lots of X-Antibody stuff going on. It is being sold as the X-Antibody set, and again, we've looked at all the cards on this channel. It is very much not disappointing in terms of being an X-Antibody set. And as it stands at the moment, that is the last confirmed set we've got. We've got BT9, we've got a listing for the 29th of July, and that's what I can tell you. Now, of course, it is interesting to note that I've only just finished telling you that I'm expecting sets in February, May, August, and November, and now I'm telling you about a set coming out on the 29th of July, which I know isn't August, but come on, it's near enough. It is the Friday, and August officially starts on the Monday, so clearly Bandai wanted to get in ahead of the 5th of August. It is to all intents and purposes an August set, although I am fully aware that it is not technically an August set. So as it stands at the moment then, it looks like we're getting BT8 in May. That is a prediction. The only thing we really know is Q2. And started X9 and 10 at the same time, probably. We're then getting EX2 in June, on June the 24th, and BT9X Record on the 29th of July, although again, these dates are to be confirmed. But aside from that, we've also got a whole bunch of extra things. So that Floral Fun set, which I showed you the other day, that is currently up for pre-order on Premium Bandai. Now, you've got to be a little bit quick on this one. Pre-orders are ending on March the 31st. And I really think this video is going to be up by March the 31st because, yeah, he's very much due by then. So you've still got a little bit of time to jump on that one. That one's rather lovely. And do remember that this one does actually come with new cards. Now, when I say new cards, they're not new cards, they're reprints. You've got Tentomon, Patamon, Gomamon, Biyomon, Palmon, Agamon, Gatomon, and Gabumon, all of which are reprints of previous cards, but you've got stuff like the Gabumon that draws a card when you play it, and the Tentomon that all but draws a card when you play it, the 2-cost Biyomon, etc. These are cool cards that have seen a bunch of play. The Gomamon, which was in that initial set of promos that a whole bunch of people like, that one's coming back as well. Remember, though, that Premium Bandai is only in the US. If you're in Europe and other territories, these will be appearing at your local game store at some point. As I told you in previous videos, get in touch with them now. Put your name down, ask them if they're getting them in. They might not be getting them in. Your email might be the thing that gets them to order them, etc. So do get in touch. We've also got Tamer's Set 4. Now, pre-orders for this close on March the 9th, which may well have happened by the time you see this video. This one, there's no cards in this one. It is just, well, it's accessories. You've got yourself the sleeves, and you've got yourself the playmat. Although it is kind of fun. If we put this side by side with the Finals playmat, which of course uses the artwork from Booster Pack 0.0, you will notice that it's basically those Pokemon evolved, and I very much appreciate how they've done that on the artwork. That is extremely cool. So this one, again, if you're in the US, you need to make sure you get onto Premium Bandai. If you're outside the US, they should be appearing in local game stores. One thing I do find very interesting, if you're quick, and it is not being promised to everybody, it is being promised on a first-come, first-served basis, you can get yourself an exclusive storage box. Now, I mentioned earlier how if you bought ST9 and 10 over in Japan, from Amazon Japan, it had to be from Amazon, you got yourself those 2 promos of Imperial Dramon and Mastermon. Well, this box uses the same artwork and was, well, actually, when you bought them from Amazon Japan, both the decks and the promos came in this box. So, if you ordered it from Amazon Japan, you'll already have it. Otherwise, this is the only place to get it. I have no idea if this box is going to be with all of the sets outside of the US or none of them. It may well be that in Europe you can't get this special storage box. And it's just a cardboard storage box, but it is cool. So, I honestly don't know is the honest answer. I don't know if this is being given out elsewhere. I know Tamer's Set 4 is going to appear in local game stores. These ones always do. I don't know what's going on with the box outside of the US. I am sorry. We've then got Imperial Dramon, Dragon Mode, the Aussie playmat and sleeve set. That one has gone off of Premium Bandai, you're too late, but that one should hopefully be appearing in local game stores outside of the US. And similarly, the Tamer set 3 has gone off of Premium Bandai, but should be appearing in local game stores outside. This one actually comes with separate sleeves for the main deck and the Digitama deck, and I really like this playmat. So whereas I generally skip the ones that don't have promo cards in, this one might have to be an exception. I do like that playmat. And then we've also got the Tamer's Evolution Box 2. Now again, this is something which was on Premium Bandai and is no longer. It's gone. And it is just about, I've seen it popping up as a pre-order in some stores in Europe. I don't think it's actually out there yet, but I have seen it popping up. So this is one you might want to try and get hold of, especially outside the US. Unlike the Tamer's Evolution Box 1, you get sleeves, different sleeves for the main deck and Digitama deck. You get yourself a deck box, you get yourself a memory gauge with a marker, you get yourself a long box to store it all in, and you also get a set of 8 promos. Agamon, Vmon, Wormmon, Geomon, Agunimon, Agamon, yeah, there's 2 of them, Shoutmon, and win rate 60%, which in a best of 3 is pretty much all you need. But remember that unlike Tamer's Evolution Box 1, you do not get the Japanese versions with the English box. You just get the English promos. Tamer's Evolution Box 1, you actually got both sets in the English box. That was awesome. Not the case here. So in terms of these extra sets, it's really the Tamer's Evolution Box 2 and the Floral Fun set. Those are the ones that have promos, but again, they are all alternate art, so they are absolutely skippable. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's coming out and the dates we've got where we have them. I apologise where we don't have better dates. I have done everything that I can. But for now, I want to hear from you guys. Which of these are you excited about? Which are you going to be picking up? Which fill your heart with joy? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.